Hey, this is Donnie Smith, and this is a Q&A video. I get a lot of questions on my videos, got several channels, and I'm going to answer some of those questions on these videos as a video response. So anyway, the question that I have right now is from Kenan, and this is on my DIY channel, my DIY Auto Body and Paint channel. And the video is about sanding, sanding and prepping and getting something ready to paint. And the question they have says, great video. Was wondering why the gray Scotch after 800. Can you just skip the 800 and use the Scotch if you're going over it anyway? And I like to go ahead and use sandpaper. And what this is talking about, when we're sanding something like for blend or just clear coating, we're not going to be applying color. So we want to use something, that's really fine, like 800, 1000, something like that. Because if you use anything coarser, you're going to see those scratches through the clear. Now, if you're painting, you can go with a coarser grit. But scuff pads do a good job. They will scuff the surface. They will provide adhesion. But the only problem with scuff pads are that they don't level at all. So if you're trying to level some of the orange peel that was on the surface, or if there was any dirt or things like that, it does a much better job of getting rid of those things. Now the scuff pad, the reason I like to use both and not just the 800 is the scuff pad does a really good job of getting in the hard to get places, because sometimes sandpaper, whether you're using a DA or by hand or however you're sanding it, I like to use that scuff pad because you can really get in the edges. And the edges are very important, because if paint's going to peel, a lot of times it's going to start from an edge. So you need to make sure that the edges are sanded really good. So I like to sand the edges, make sure that those are good, and hard to get areas. Inside recessed areas and places that you might not could have got good with sandpaper or a DA. So what I do, I'll sand the surface with 800. Now you have to make sure that you don't sand through the clear coat when you're doing this. Got to be really careful on edges, body lines, and things like that, not to burn through. But once I have the surface sanded with 800, I'll come back with the gray scuff pad. And on the Scotch Brites, make sure it's the gray, because that's the one that's for clear coat. If you go with the red scuff pad, that's too coarse, and you may see some scratches through your clear coat. So use the gray, and I go over the entire surface again just to make sure I got everything good. Special attention to the edges. So could you use just a scuff pad, or a Scotch Brite? You could. Just in my opinion, I don't think it's as good a job. I like to get the sandpaper to give it that tooth. I think it gives it a little bit more adhesion and levels. But I have known painters to just scuff something with a gray scuff pad and clear over it. So yeah, that's just an opinion, I guess. So in my opinion, I'm going to use both. So anyway, I hope that helped answer your question. If not, leave another comment below. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.